What's up, big man? Come get a cut. Yep.
I was big on Shark Tank my senior year of high school, and always was like, oh man, what's the next best thing? And it was like, I finally came to the realization, I was like, oh, I'll never figure out the next best thing. But then when I got here, it was only the soccer team here for preseason, and it was burning hot. It was in the 90s, and everyone was sweating up a storm and needed haircuts. And then I was looking up where I could get my haircut, and there really wasn't a place that I could go within 15 minutes that was easy and cheap. We're all broke college kids, and so the last thing we really wanted to spend money on was a haircut, but it was kind of a necessity, really. I had some clippers, and we convinced a buddy on the team that I could cut hair, which I had watched maybe a YouTube video or something, but somehow we convinced him, and he trusted me to cut his hair. And I started off, I wasn't great, I'll be honest, but it was one of those things. I always want to try to be the best at whatever I'm doing. So obviously during my freshman year, I started Ide Fades, and
then just trim up the top, you know?
It kind of allowed me just to meet people on campus. I was kind of a shy, introverted person coming onto campus, so kind of pushing me out and making me, if I wanted to cut people's hair, I kind of had to talk with these people and kind of get to know other people. So
I don't see a lot of entrepreneurs in college having the courage to go do something. That's a big inertia to break. So most don't. I hear a lot of students say, you know what would be cool, or what would be great, or I would like to do. Not everybody starts, not everyone does it. And Chris is one of them. He did and does.
But I would definitely say I have about 30 to 40 people that I cut on a consistent basis. I really like it. It's something that a lot of people ask if I have like future intentions to keep doing it, and I always say it's not number one on my list as a career plan, but it's definitely something I enjoy, and it's allowed me to meet so many awesome people.
Our relationship really started from the classroom when I learned that he had a business. So he is an entrepreneur. My background, my entire adult life was entrepreneurship. So I was in technology business all my career. So once I knew that Chris was a budding entrepreneur, was a businessman, I would call on him all the time for these type of entrepreneurial questions.
He definitely had a background that I looked up to, and just a personality about him that I think everybody looks up to. And
what I think is important for a budding entrepreneur is let's go learn the basics first, right? So let's go understand the concepts of management. Let's go understand the basics of accounting and the fundamentals of finance and marketing and strategy. We need all of these things.
As a business major, you see that you can implement in real life is keeping someone happy, and gaining their trust is, invaluable, because that's kind of how you continue to run a successful business, is that you have someone's trust and they couldn't imagine going to anyone else. So. As far as soccer, I got voted as the team captain my sophomore year, and have maintained that status until now, my senior year, and coming to the end of my senior season. And in the fraternity, I was voted onto the executive board, so that's just 4 of us that kind of help make decisions and make sure the fraternity's on the right track, as well as I was the social chair. I would say my biggest takeaway is, if you need help, ask, especially on this campus, because there's always someone willing to help you. For me, it was Paul O'Daniel.
Hanover is truly as a family, and we care not just about the education, that's an important component, but we really honestly care about your personal health and well-being. It's not a little byline that's feel good in a brochure. We really feel that way, and that goes for all of the professors here on campus.
Kind of promote the younger guys to take a risk. That's what I did as far as starting my own business, as far as joining the fraternity, and I think those things have panned out well for me and have given me experiences that I couldn't have gained anywhere else.